Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 carries, 57 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute. I expect him to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20 plus.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Are you serious, dog?
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on it. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Mike, check. 59. Look, 19, Lion. Check 59.
Off play action. Malone. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38.
3 down.
Off the play fake. Malone. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Man open is Robinson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
All right, check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 10 carries, 84 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes? And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And he lost the football, and the Jags grab it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week, so another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
That's Juwan Taylor, the right tackle. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Malone. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage. That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Dancing to his left. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete to Judy. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll make it a 2nd down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Check three, check 3.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Oh, look at the juke. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
46. Ready, go.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Check Mike 46. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Hey, check Mike 46.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Nagar is up and good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Flushed out right. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like you did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
I got you.
On 1st and 10, Malone flush to his right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
2 and now on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Hey, right? 46 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 46, boys, 46.
2 and now on 1st down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fan. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taking off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Malone. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
On first down, Malone. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. They'll try the left side. It's Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing again. Malone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw into the hands of Fan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Switch up. Mike, 55.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. This is the tight end fan. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This will be taken at the 10. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Here again comes the captain. This offense leading his crew back out there now. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
Come again.
On second down, Durham. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Robinson. Room here to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
What are they thinking?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
40 seconds.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Shark calls it in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
But that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Off play action. Malone out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Oh, yeah.
Tua going to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 46. Mike 46. Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up.
From the gun, it's Tua. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready. 33. Yellow. Wow, Bill. Wow, Bill. 46, boys. 46.
Play action. Now it's Tua. This one swung out to Williams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
I got him. I got him. Mike 46. Mike 46.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Judy. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
I'm coming after you.
Keeps it, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Malik McDowell able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Take 4. Take 4.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua. Throw right side, complete to Williams. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it.
44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
Tua on 4th down. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the Jags are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Off the play fake. Malone. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off play action. Malone. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
555. Let's go, D. Let's go. Check. 55 to Mike.
Here's Tua. He completes this to Sutton. And he's brought down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Tua. Finding Williams once more, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead. Down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Denver's offense ready to go again. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I don't think you got it, son. Back 55, back 55.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll make this a second down.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. 44's the mic.
They'll drop to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll look to throw again. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Stay with your man. 44's
One final try for Tagovailoa. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'll be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on.